Hey, you think you got a bad stuck in quarantine in your home? Imagine being stuck alone in the Arctic, socially isolating in frigid conditions. Ugh. That's exactly what's happening to Sunniva Sorby and Hilde Falun Strom. So the two women left on a groundbreaking Arctic expedition back in August. They're collecting data on climate change, but of course, because of Corona, the vessel that was supposed to get them home canceled. Right now, they're stuck in Norway at the South Spitsbergen National Park, which is about 87 miles away from any sort of civilization. They've endured bitter cold, winter storms, and more than 30 polar bear encounters. You can actually follow their adventures. It's really cool on their website, heartsintheice.com. And just maybe think about these two ladies the next time you're complaining about being stuck at home, huh? Hey, talk about using your Noodle. Over in Germany, a cafe is doing something unique to ensure social distancing. They're using pool noodles. Get it? Cafe and Konditorei Roth in Schwerin, Germany, no clue if that's how you say it, posted this picture to its Facebook page. You can see groups of people sitting at separate tables wearing pool noodle hats with wine glasses in hand, enjoying a sunny spring day. Hey, if you spill your wine, maybe the pool noodle can help soak it up. So staff members came up with this idea to make sure their customers adhere to the 2-meter social distancing guideline, which, in case you were wondering, is about the same as the 6-foot rule here in the U.S. And shame on you men. Not only do you refuse to ask for directions, a study shows gentlemen aren't so keen on wearing their face masks. Researchers in Berkeley, California report men in the U.S. report less intention than women to wear face coverings. The study shows men are less likely to believe they'll actually be impacted by COVID-19, which, as we know, is far from the truth. The study found men are more likely to report feeling negative emotions while wearing a face covering, saying men more than women agree that wearing a face covering is shameful, not cool, a sign of weakness, and a stigma. What, y'all afraid of covering your beard? Your beard up?
Not good. I know you guys are looking at me on this. The directions thing, okay, you know, guilty as charged. But I'll tell you, the face mask thing, gentlemen, you got to be putting that on, because this actually, some of the studies I was looking at show men are more impacted by this. So don't be messing around.
And you know, when you go out, at first when this kind of started, maybe some people weren't wearing masks because it was still an option. Now, if you go out and someone isn't wearing it, that's when you stare at them, right?
Yeah, now they're the odd one.
You're the odd one. So a Texas nurse who volunteered to work in New York City on the front lines got married in Times Square, surrounded by her fellow healthcare workers. So when Amanda Stewart's wedding was canceled in Midland, Texas, the nurse decided to drop everything. She flew to New York City to help on the front lines of the COVID-19 battle. Now, while she was there, she formed a really big bond with other out-of-town nurses, working 12 to 16-hour shifts nonstop. So the nurses found out she had to cancel her wedding, so they decided to help. Complete strangers gave her a cake. Her wedding dress was made out of PPE, lingerie, and her something new and something blue, well, those were scrubs. The New York Fire Department blocked off the iconic red stairs, an area which is normally inundated with tourists. I think that's the first wedding they've ever had there. The couple had their first look on the street, where New Yorkers were cheering for the nightly clap for healthcare workers. Super sweet story there. The real threat of using Zoom these days, besides getting caught with your pants down, is being Zoom bombed. But imagine your Zoom happy hour being crashed by your boss, who just so happens to be Conan O'Brien.
Maybe I should get a raise.
Oh, you're lucky to be getting a check right now. Okay, yeah. Kelly?
No, it's true. I am.
You have to think positively. I'm starting to slur my words because this is my 3rd bottle of wine.
You're not that cool.
Don't be a lightweight.
I also took some pills.
What's the secret ingredient to keeping a long, healthy, sustainable relationship?
It's all about choosing the right person. So, like, be patient. I decided I'd rather be alone than be with the wrong person.
He's my favorite human ever. So TV host Conan O'Brien found out one of his staffers was going to have a Zoom happy hour. A lot of millennials. He felt a little left out, so he invited himself. Of course, since this is a bunch of millennials, he wanted to fit in, so he tipped his cap to the side, grabbed his buttery shard to hang out with the 20-somethings. Let's just say the more tipsy Conan gets, the better his life advice is. By the way, the Zoom happy hour went on for an hour. So it's awesome. And finally, where am I? What day is it? What's going on here? If you're one of the many people who are relying on a calendar to know what day it is these days, you're not alone. A survey by one poll shows at any given time, 59% of people have no idea what day it is. Is it leg day, arm day? I have no idea. The gyms have been closed too long. And the study shows this happens about 5 times a week, which makes sense since we all know when it's the weekend, because we just imbibe a little too much, right? We should start tricking people, like the boss doesn't know what day it is. It's Friday. See you on Monday.
Well, yeah, every day's a Friday, right?